Hello, BookTube. Well, and then there were two. The slow paring away of the publishing world is commencing. With a few false starts, I think I'm finally starting to see a drop-off in the number of packages that I get in the mail. I think it goes hand in hand with what I'm sensing is a prevalent attitude, at least in Boston. Judging by the traffic patterns, I live on a fairly busy street, and the traffic follows regular patterns like the sun rising and the sun setting. In fact, at sunrise and sunset, the rush hour in the morning and the rush hour in the evening, when the workday is beginning and ending, is as predictable as clockwork. And the street has less than a quarter of its usual traffic at any time, even those crushing times, less than a quarter. I am strongly suspecting Christmas Day falls on, I think, next Tuesday, and there's the whole weekend. Of course, that Monday doesn't count. I'm strongly suspecting that in addition to that, any American who can is taking this week off, or as much of it as they can. That's the impression I'm getting. So that will certainly include the mail, because that will include publicists and their flunkies down in the mailroom. The whole machinery will start to slow down. Unfortunately, for those of us who very much like our 10 books in the mail every day, but, you know, first world problems. So we have 2 packages today. I thought we'd just go through those and see what they are, and I don't think there's going to be any more today. But we'll see. Let's see what this first one is. Oh my. Okay. All right. The first one is multiple books. What on earth? Oh, okay. Oh my. All right. This is from Tor. I never get stuff from Tor. I'm going to have to write to this publicist and thank them. Because I want to get more stuff from Tor. If this is a pure chicken and egg type thing. If Tor sends me more books, I'll review more science fiction and fantasy. If I don't have it, it's not like I'm going to go out and buy it. Books are expensive. Good Lord. But this is, oh, how wonderful. This is the first 3 volumes in L.E. Modesitt's Recluse series, with new editions in celebration of the 20th anniversary of the publication of The Magic of Recluse, the very first book. Wow. Son of a gun. Okay, so this, yeah, on the 20th anniversary of the publication of The Magic of Recluse, revisit L.E. Modesitt's longest-running epic fantasy series, The Saga of Recluse, on sale now with new covers to put them together to form a panorama celebrating the world of Recluse. So is that true? Is that true? So this is going to be, oh yeah, look at that. So they are eventually going to form a picture. Isn't that something? Okay, well, great. So I've got these 3 mass markets. I haven't read any of the Recluse series other than the very first one. And I read it 20 years ago. I read it when it first came out. I got to confess, although I love the fact that Tor sent me these, and although I love the fact that they're all going to make one picture when you put them all together, I do miss the original cover. The original cover was, I always get these 2 mixed up. It was either Darrell K. Sweet or Michael Whelan. I think it might have been Michael Whelan. But one way or another, the original cover was a low-key masterpiece. It didn't show anything at all except a carriage in the rain. There was no fireworks, no magic of any kind, but it was arresting. If you see it, I would like a copy. I always look for it myself, but the used bookstore where I spend the most time, the Brattle bookstore here in Boston, doesn't get a whole lot of science fiction and fantasy, so I very seldom would see The Magic of Recluse. But great. All right, so that is number 1. Young Laris must find his way in the world. In Recluse, this means taking on one of 2 options: permanent exile from Recluse, or a danger geld, a complex, rule-laden wanderjar in the lands beyond. Many do not survive. Lewis chooses danger geld. Laris must learn to use his powers in an orderly way before his wanderjar, or fall prey to chaos with a capital C. And I vaguely remember that I liked the magic system in this book, but it's been so long that it'll be effectively... I've never read the second 2. I noticed that these are very nicely done. Very nice and floppy. Very good. If I'm going to read a mass market, I want it to be able to open all the way. Fantastic. All right. Well, that was unexpected. And then the second package is a box. So we have that to give us a little solace here. It's although I've already got an unexpected highlight in that I got 3 books. So what is this next one? Oh, okay. This is from Colombia, and I wanted this. Great. This is Ernst Junger, a German officer in occupied Paris. This is his war journals, 1941 to 1945. Ernst Junger was one of the 20th century's Germany's most important and most controversial writers. He is in this room. Decorated for bravery in World War I, and the author of the acclaimed Western Front memoir Storm of Steel, which was a Penguin Classic, and then a Penguin Classic Deluxe Edition, both of which are on that wall there. He frankly depicted war's horrors even as he extolled its glories. As a Wehrmacht captain during World War II, Junger faithfully kept a journal in occupied Paris and continued to write on the Eastern Front and in Germany until its defeat. Writings that are of major historical and literary significance. And I have known about this journal, but I've never read it. Junger's Paris journal documents his Francophile excitement, romantic affairs, and fascination with botany and entomology, alongside mystical and religious ruminations and trenchant observations on the occupation and the politics of collaboration. While working as a mail censor, he led a privileged life of an officer, encountering artists such as Cocteau and Picasso. His notes from the Caucasus depict the chaos after Stalingrad and atrocities on the Eastern Front. Upon returning to Paris, he observed the French resistance and was close to the German military conspirators who plotted to assassinate Hitler in 1944. After fleeing France, he reunited with his family as Germany's capitulation approached. Oh. Okay, this is translated by Thomas Hansen and Abby Hansen. And this fills a genuine gap in my reading. I have read this author. I have read his fiction many times. I've read it carefully and appreciatively. And now I have his nonfiction. Now I have this diary that I've heard so much about. Fantastic, and a new edition. Wonderful. All right, so that was a small mail haul, but not a bad one. We have the memoirs, the diary that Ernst Junger kept, and we have the first 3 Recluse novels in these new covers that are going to form a panorama on their own when you get them on the shelf. Wonderful. Okay. Well, that was an unexpected little mail haul, but it's the best we're going to do. I think the 10 or 11 book mail hauls are done for 2018. Now, watch later today. The mail will prove me wrong. But if it does, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll stop this now, but I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.